You know, guys, when we're talking about the American dream, owning a home, we all want that $1 million mansion, right? On the lake, super duper. The reality is we probably can't always afford it. We have some sort of budget. But the question is, of course, in an ever-changing housing market, what will our budget realistically buy us? Well, to answer that question from eXp Realty, Jeanette Womble from Womble, the Womble team. Good morning, first of all, to you.
Good morning. Thanks for having me back.
Absolutely. So, realistically, we have to have a number in mind that we can afford. But we also have to apply that number, realistically understand what that number is going to buy us, right?
Absolutely, yes, we do.
So if you're talking about, say, the median home price, maybe say $200,000. Now, granted, that won't buy you as much as it did 5 years ago.
No, it does not.
But let's start there. If you're talking about a $200,000 home, what could somebody expect?
Well, a $200,000 home now is what you could buy for about $120,000 5 years ago.
Okay.
So the median price in Columbia right now is $250,000.
Okay.
So just think of a starter home. Mm-hmm. So this is going to be a 3-bedroom, 2 full bath home that's going to be about 1,400 square feet right now. Okay. So not a real large house. However, it can definitely beat renting or staying in an apartment.
Yeah, and it's still going to be less than a mortgage, right?
Correct.
And we always talk about location, and I guess you have to think about where you're trying to live as well, because you mentioned earlier in Chapin, there's not a $200,000 home for sale.
Right. This morning I looked for houses for sale for $200,000 in Chapin, and I got a big fat goose egg. There were not any available. So
realistically, you have to think about where you want to live as well as your budget.
You absolutely do.
What about that median house price of $250,000 here in Columbia?
$250,000. You're probably going to get a house that's about 1,700 square feet. We're seeing about $145 or so per square foot for a $250,000 house. Again, it's going to depend on where you are. If you're closer to the lake, you're not going to find as much available in that price range. If you come off the lake a little bit, you can find some good options.
Sure. All right, let's bump up to 300 then. Always some images showing as well, but what about a 300? I mean, that's I think where a lot of people are. I'm seeing all the signs, new homes starting at about 300. So that's kind of where it's at.
It is. Most of the new construction is going to be about $300,000. For 300, you're going to see that you can now get over 2,000 square feet on average. Very frequently, you're going to find about 2,000 to 2,200 square feet for that price. So you get a little bit of a larger house, and you can definitely find a lot of great options with new construction too.
And depending on your mortgage rates, that's say 300 is going to be somewhere what, $1,800, $1,900 mortgage.
Yes,
that
depending on your down payment. Yes,
still beats renting.
It does.
All right, finally, that 350 mark. That's a big healthy horse, but
it is.
What is that?
It is. 350 is going to get you a home that's probably more like 2,500 square feet. Mm-hmm. It tends to be what people most likely are looking for on average. They want to have that 3-bedroom with a bonus room, something newer or something that's been updated. Mm-hmm. So you can expect to find something a little bit larger. And from a price per square foot standpoint, in 350, on average in Columbia, we're seeing about $140 a square foot.
So it's about the same. It's just how much house you can afford and your location.
Yes.
All right, Jeanette Womble from eXp Realty. Some great tips on that. We're going to put details at abccolumbia.com. Never the wrong time to buy a home. It certainly beats throwing your money away renting. That is for sure. And after all, is the American dream. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stay close. We're coming back.